Hello, Anarchyland. How are you doing? How are you holding up? My goodness, the amount of crazy we have coming at us. Okay, let's be real. By the time you see this, it will be Sunday or Monday, depending on the kind of mood that YouTube is in. I will try and get it uploaded on Sunday. Let's cross our fingers and hope, right? Uh, anymore YouTube, that's all you really can do. Unless you're a Jake Paul or someone like that. Alright, we are going to review section 1.4 of this book. And it is on the geopolitical reset. Now, I have a full write-out that I'm going to do. I will give you a link to it. I can't guarantee you it will be up before this video. Pretty much that's a guarantee. But what you're going to get in the description below is going to be like the main points of it. Alright, to talk about a geopolitical reset. They talk about how anarchy could be an natural disaster. Okay, some forms of it, yes. Can be a disaster. The mass chaos, all the crap we're seeing right now, that is. But remember, there are three means to anarchy there. The one we are never ever told about is where people go off. It's self-govern. Yeah, imagine that one. People go off self-govern, they decide, mutually agreed, who sets up the farm, where, what, and all that stuff. But they don't want that. They can't have that. Oh no. This is why last year, while you and I were locked down, Bill Gates was out on a shopping spree buying up farmland across America. He only owns most of Africa and India. So hey, why not? Just add another country, right? Alright. 1.4.1 is globalization and nationalism. Over the last 20, 30 years, I've watched this globalism. I didn't know what it was at the time. Just tear countries apart. I mean, take Libya, for example. Back before Obama came into power, Gaddafi was developing a gold standard, which oil would be bought from. That was going to be an option to paying for gold out of Libya. Oh, but Obama and them, they couldn't have that. Oh, no. They couldn't have that. They went in, they destroyed it. They just destroyed Libya altogether. And that's exactly what's being done right here. When a country gives up its national identity and its national heritage and independence, it loses everything. Everything. Loses its sense of history, its sense of independence, its sense of self-reliance. And they talk about nationalism like it's a bad thing. It is not a bad thing. When it's done right, I should say, it's not a bad thing. Now, they talk about global governance. Going on with that, I access 1.4.2, global governance. That has failed. It has failed. When you have nations with leaders like Trump, who just give a global governance body, UN, United Nations, which is pretty much what they are, the finger and tell them to go take a hike. What's the point? It's failed. The global governance, it failed. And I'm glad it failed, because that leaves room for countries, for nations to start, getting themselves back into the swing of things. Alright, now 1.4.3 talks about the growing rivalry between the U.S. and China. There is no rivalry. We have spent 20 years in Afghanistan based on a lie. We have lost millions of soldiers. Our technology is so far behind the grid it doesn't even know where the grid is. Meanwhile, China has been just sitting back and, okay, go for it, You're complete morons. You didn't sit and wait for evidence to come in, but have fun, They have innovated their military. They have built it up, innovated it. It, without a doubt, if we tried to go to war with them right now, that it would be a slaughter. It would not be a war. It would be a slaughter. There is no doubt about that. They would give us the ass whipping that we had coming. Now, I know that's not going to be a popular thing for people to think. We look at what we did in Syria, for what? But again, based on lies. Killed Saddam Hussein, based on a lie. So, we kind of got that ass whipping coming to us. Because we have done this. We have failed to hold our government to its responsibility. And that's governing. Here. Not all over the world. But here. Alright. 1.4.4 in this last part. Fragile and failing states. You want to see see a state failing that's already failed? Libya. Like I said earlier, it failed. There was a time when Johannesburg in South Africa was a mighty power in Africa. Not anymore. Not anymore. It has failed. It has fallen. And we are on the same ledge. We're on that razor's edge, and we keep tilting the wrong direction. Because we've not been proactive in our government. Yes, we have a right to be active in our government, but we haven't been. We have let them govern, and we just obediently went along. And one generation after another and another has been doing that. It's going on in England too. England, Ireland, and all these countries. The only ones that are pushing back are the Germans and the French. And every time they do, they get made to look like terrorists. Of course, when they push back here, they're called white supremacists. Where does this end? Alright guys, the next section is environmental reset. I have no doubt they will push their agenda there as well, which is a singular governance across the world. There'll be one dictator that a whole bunch of other dictators answer to. So basically it'll be business as usual. I will see you guys later.